Okay, speaking of dark spots, melasma, hyperpigmentation, whatever you want to call them, couple of points, major points. Number one, it's an internal problem. If you are hyperpigmenting, that is, if you got dark spots showing up on your skin, you got an internal condition. Please don't blame the sun. Lots of people go out in the sun, lots of people work in the sun and play in the sun, and they do not get hyperpigmentation. If you're dealing with a pigment problem, it is not a sun problem. The sun can trigger things, the sun can initiate the pigmentation process, but you're not going to be hyperpigmenting unless there's an instability inside the body. Whatever you want to call them, melasma or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, dark spots. These are internal nutritional conditions that represent, like everything else that goes wrong in the body, skin or on the skin or inside the body, manifestations of stress and burden and overwhelm. That's really it, you guys. Cancer itself, the emperor of all maladies, as it's been called, is a cell that's been freaked out and stressed out. Heart disease, autoimmune disease, skin disease, whatever. These are all manifestations of cells that have been stressed out and burdened and don't know what to do. They represent cells that are not at ease, cells that are diseased. That's only two things that happens in the body, in terms of the body's chemistry. The chemistry is either at ease or in dis-ease, and that's all we need to know about health. Ease and dis-ease, stress and relaxation, survival and thrival. This is the primal distinction in terms of the biochemistry of the body and how it operates. This is the primal distinction, ease and dis-ease. Now, having said all that your pigmentation is an internal condition because the skin surface is where the excess pigment is living, and because the skin surface is constantly sloughing off, and because the pigment cells are located relatively close to the surface, not at the tippy top, but relatively close, we can access the affected areas when it comes to hyperpigmentation in a way that we can't access internal conditions, obviously, because we're on the skin. Now, the skin, in order to do this, we got to understand what the skin really is, because contrary to its appearances, the skin is not all what it seems to be. Skin looks like a uniform, homogeneous sheet that just covers the body, but it's actually made up of layers. And the layer where the pigment resides is in the surface and well, close to the surface, in the tippy-top surface and also close to the surface. When we look at each other's skin, and when we look at our skin, what we're looking at subconsciously and sometimes consciously is our health, or our friend's health, or our neighbor's health. From an evolutionary perspective, we only want to be around healthy people. Sickness, from an evolutionary perspective, represented a threat. Sickness, from an evolutionary perspective, again, was about infections. Sickness in the skin was about infections. It was about communicable disease. So we were conditioned and we evolved to look at each other's skin to assess their health. And this is why we're really so obsessed with the skin. It's a genetic heritage. It's our heritage from our ancestors. It's an evolutionary heritage, if you will. So we are obsessed for looking at the skin because it's a window to what's happening inside the body. So when we look at somebody's skin, we can assess whether they're healthy or not. Now, we're not doing this consciously. This is all underneath. This is all subconsciously. It's part of our genetic heritage to assess each other. We're always assessing each other. We're assessing each other for threats mostly. You know, women know this good and well because they've had to deal with threats from men for eons, for millennia. So when a woman looks at a man, she's subconsciously looking for a threat, looking for a danger. Even when men look at other men, they're subconsciously looking for threat and looking for danger. There's lots of ways that we assess threat and danger. Body posture gives us a clue to whether there's a threat or danger. The way somebody walks gives us a threat. Gives us a clue to whether that person represents a threat or a danger. There's lots of different clues that we get. It's like we're getting a printout, like a subconscious printout about our neighbors and about our friends and about people who are next to us, whether they're a threat or not. Well, one of the things that we're looking at is their skin. Bad skin meant infection. It meant a threat from an evolutionary perspective. Then came the Industrial Revolution and consumerism and marketing, and then the business of health hit, and we figured out how to manipulate our drives, business people figured out how to manipulate humanity's inherent drives, and they knew that humanity had an inherent drive to look at each other's skin, so they figured we can create products that will fake people out into thinking that our skin was beautiful and healthy, even when it wasn't. This is how the skincare business began, a way to manipulate an inherent drive that we all have to assess each other's skin for health, i.e. for threat or the lack thereof. So this need to present healthy skin got manipulated, and all of a sudden products came out and professionals were developed who could make the skin, theoretically anyway, make the skin look healthy. Well, as it turned out, they didn't make the skin look healthy. They doctored the skin into looking healthy, which means they committed a fraud to making the skin look healthy. And the classic example is a moisturizing cream, which does nothing for moisturization, but it just makes the skin look like it's moisturized. Now, aside from blatant infections, boils, cysts, rashes, there's actually three things that we're looking for when it comes to true anti-aging skin health. Aside from clearing the skin of infections, first and foremost, we're looking for skin solidity. We're looking at each other and we're looking at ourselves for a thickness to the skin, beefiness to the skin. Women don't like to hear that term, beefiness or thickness, but that's really what it is from a histological or a tissue perspective. We're looking at each other, we're looking at each other's skin from a thickness perspective. We're looking to see if the skin is healthy by seeing how thick it is. This is what wrinkles are. Wrinkles represent a breach in the skin thickness, a fissure, if you will, a crack in the skin thickness. That's what a wrinkle is. And the reason we hate wrinkles so much is they represent a sign that the skin is starting to break down, which is conceivably a kind of a threat. It shows that the skin is weak. So we don't want to have anybody look at our skin and see that we're weak because, from an evolutionary perspective anyway, we'll get kicked out of the tribe. Nobody's going to want to hang out with us. So when we look at each other's skin, we're assessing it for its thickness, partially. There's a couple other things we're looking for. First thing we're looking for is thickness, and this is our skin too. We're looking for our neighbor's skin thickness and our skin thickness, and it's the reason we're so obsessed with it is because we're conditioned from an evolutionary perspective to believe that when the skin breaks down, the body is less healthy, and that person represents some kind of threat. So number one, skin thickness. There's two other things we're looking for. I'll tell you what those are when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side.
Okay, open your mouth and say, ah.
Ah. When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with the medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAhHNow.com. SayAhNow.com, the new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
Mike Stenerson from Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
You are an individual with your own thoughts, decisions, and actions. So why should you be penalized for not enrolling in the subpar health insurance mandated by the government? Be truly independent. Visit libertyoncall.org. LibertyOnCall.org is a bold, innovative alternative allowing you to take back control and make your own decisions about your health care. Mention this ad when you call to learn more. 800-714-6993. That's 800-714-6993. LibertyOnCall.org. Call today.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water is vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's alkavision.com.
You are an individual with your own thoughts, decisions, and actions. So why should you be penalized for not enrolling in the subpar health insurance mandated by the government? Be truly independent. Visit libertyoncall.org. LibertyOnCall.org is a bold, innovative alternative allowing you to take back control and make your own decisions about your health care. Mention this ad when you call to learn more. 800-714-6993. That's 800-714-6993. LibertyOnCall.org. Call today.
Ouch! My back is out again.
Hi, Dr. Ortman with Wellspring Spinal Care. If you're experiencing neck, mid, or lower back pain, this information is for you. One of the complaints that I hear is patients receive their typical adjustment, only having to repeat them as the pain returns. Putting the bones back in place is only half of the battle. At Wellspring Spinal Care, we have the entire solution. We use the NUCA approach, utilizing three-dimensional x-rays and gentle touch technology to deliver specific correction. We then design a custom nutritional supplement program which provides essential nutrients targeting the areas of concern. With a NUCA approach and proper nutrition, you'll be on your way to a faster and more permanent recovery. To get you on the road to wellness, visit drortman.com. That's drortman.com, or call us today, 952-303-9124. That's 952-303-9124. Wellspring Spinal Care, chiropractic done right.
By now, you know the smart way to buy emergency food storage is calories per dollar. Ready Supply Foods sells you 50% more food for your money. GMO-free, 25-year shelf life, great tasting, and free shipping. You need 2,000 calories per day under ideal conditions. Most 30-day kits don't have enough calories to sustain you for more than a week. They just don't have enough nutrition to do the job. See the comparisons for yourself at ReadySupplyFoods.com. We are the new leader in value and quality. Go to ReadySupplyFoods.com today.
Are you still looking for that one iodine that you can really trust? A medical doctor endorsed product that is backed by honest research and true integrative science? Then search no further. Go to NutriMedical.com for Dr. Bill Deagle's Nutriodine, proven time and time again to be the very best iodine available for you. Nutriodine is the only Tesla-activated monatomic plasma iodine in the world. It optimizes mitochondrial function and generation of new mitochondria, from totally neutralizing the venom from a desert recluse spider bite in southern Southern California to eliminating malaria parasites reported by medical missionaries in central India. Dr. Bill's Nutriodine is simply the most powerful healing formula there is. Nutriodine clears the body of all known pathogens, restores it to an alkaline state, and even promotes stem cell regeneration. Order Dr. Bill's Nutriodine today at 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
That's the sound your brain makes when you realize you're buying something and forgot the coupon. Online or in a store, knowing that you're missing a deal is the worst. You need the app from Retail Me Not right now. Get thousands of coupons from 50,000 stores like Kohl's, Domino's, Best Buy, and more with crazy deals like 60% off, free shipping, and free gifts with purchase. You can get a text invite to download the Retail Me Not app 100% free right now for Apple or Android. Just text the code UPDATE to 42767. Then just show your phone at checkout to save. It literally couldn't be easier. It's 2015. Keep your coupons in your phone. Stop what you're doing and text UPDATE to 42767. Listeners will get a text with a link to download it 100% free. Never forget another coupon again. Text the code UPDATE to 42767 right now. That's UPDATE to 42767. Message and data rates may apply. For terms and privacy, visit retailmenot.com.
So there's three things we're looking for when we look at each other's skin or when we look at our skin. Number one is the thickness or breaches in the thickness, breaks in the thickness of the skin. Those are called wrinkles. And we're looking at each other kind of even subconsciously or consciously for wrinkles. The thing about wrinkles are, it's not a surface condition, and there's very little you can do to address wrinkles from the surface. And there's all kinds of wrinkle products out there, and there's only 3 ingredients that are going to make a difference in your wrinkles. Only 3, okay? Period. And I've been doing this a long time, you guys. 32 years I've been in the skincare business. I've formulated zillions of products. I sold millions of dollars of my formulations and products. I've worked with patients, thousands of patients, hundreds of doctors. I've owned a skincare pharmacy. I owned a skincare school. I know about the skin, and I know about skincare formulation. And I'm telling you, there's only 3 ingredients that are going to make a wit's bit of difference in your wrinkles from a permanent standpoint. And we've talked about them at length. Vitamin C, vitamin A, and alpha hydroxy acids. When we look at each other's skin and we're looking at the wrinkles, what we're seeing is, when we see wrinkles, is we're seeing a breakdown in the production of protein as well as sugars that swell up with fluid. So wrinkles are largely a condition of protein and sugar inside the skin. And when I say sugar, I'm referring to chemical sugars, proteoglycans or polysaccharides, the most famous one being high hyaluronic acid. When these things start to break down, we don't make as much of them, our skin becomes thin and wrinkly. Wrinkles and skin thinness, thinning skin, are a sign of the breakdown of connective tissue. Plastic surgery cannot help you. Plastic surgery mechanically imitates the look of healthy skin, strong skin, by pulling and by cutting and by tightening. But because plastic surgery, or really anything a doctor can do to his patient, cannot build, there's nothing a doctor can do to build the body. There's nothing a dermatologist or plastic surgeon can do to build the skin. That's why plastic surgery always looks weird. Unless there's some underlying beef, underlying connective tissue, if you're young and your skin is not really broken down significantly, then maybe a facelift or a Botox or something along those lines can make a little bit of a difference. But if your body is breaking down, if your skin is thinning dramatically, if you're really starting to wrinkle, and then you go get plastic surgery, it just looks dumb. And you've all seen that look. The second thing we're looking for, in addition to skin thinness and skin thickness, and wrinkles, is a softness to the skin. And again, this can be manipulated and faked out with wax and with oil. Those are called moisturizers. They do nothing of the kind. It's a scam. It's a lie. It's dishonest. It's not fair. It's out of integrity. It's rude. It's anti-humanity. And it ticks me off every time I see one of those commercials because I know they're lying. I'm telling you, it is an awful, nasty business. How can a moisturizer, when you think about it, well, first of all, how can a moisturizer moisturize? Okay? Water is moisture. How can a cream moisturize your skin? It may soften it a little bit because it's wax and oil, but it isn't going to moisturize. But even worse, when you put a moisturizer on, you suppress, you shut down your own natural moisture factors, and you become addicted to your moisturizing lotion, and moisturizer companies become very, very rich. And nobody is going to tell you that because nobody wants to kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. Your skin is well equipped, like the whole body is well equipped to exist and survive and thrive in an environment, whether that environment is dry or whether that environment is humid. When it's dry, you just make more moisture factors. That's what's supposed to happen if you're healthy. You make more moisture proteins, which trap water, more moisture sugars, which trap water, more moisture lipids or fats, which trap water. That does not happen when you coat your skin with your oil of Olay or Nivea or Estee Lauder or whatever moisturizer you decide to use. So not only are you not doing anything to moisturize your skin, you're actually shutting down moisture factors, making your skin more dry, guaranteeing you're going to be addicted to your moisturizer. So the second thing we're looking for is skin softness. The third thing is the color and the tone of the skin. A healthy skin tone is even, doesn't have any blotches. Certainly no significant dark blotches like melasma. And it doesn't have any redness. And it doesn't have any signs of non-uniformity. It's uniform. And luckily, because pigmentation is tightly regulated, hyperpigmentation doesn't happen a lot. It doesn't happen until we get older. It doesn't happen until we get sicker and more degenerated. From a topical perspective, there is a lot of things that we can do to keep the skin pigment even. We talked about some toxic things. Hydroquinone is the classic drug for lightening the skin, and there's derivatives of hydroquinone, but there's also nutritional strategies, topical nutritional strategies, and my favorite topical skin lightener is vitamin C. Vitamin C is an unbelievably important topical ingredient. I hope I'm not boring anybody with all this talk about vitamin C for the skin, but you can't talk about healthy skin without talking about topical vitamin C. There's not a lot of things you can put on top of your skin that are going to make much of a difference, but vitamin C is one of them. Vitamin C is one of the major, it may be, well, it's probably the second most important thing for the skin. Vitamin A is probably the first, but it's right up there. Vitamin C does all kinds of things for the skin, but in terms of pigment, it blocks the enzyme that's involved in too much pigment, hyperpigmentation. It's called tyrosinase. We've talked about this before. By inhibiting the enzyme, by inhibiting this pigment enzyme, we inhibit pigmentation and darkening of the skin. And this is how all skin lighteners, the vast majority of skin lighteners work. They're said to be tyrosinase inhibitors. And if you're in the skincare business, if you're an esthetician, I know we have a lot of esthetician and esthetician students listening to this program, you all heard of tyrosinase inhibitors. It's the main way that skin lightening is accomplished from a topical means, tyrosinase. Tyrosine is a amino acid that gets converted into pigment through a couple of steps. And tyrosinase, whenever you hear ACE, ASC, you're talking about an enzyme. Tyrosinase turns tyrosine into pigment. By blocking that enzyme, pigmentation can be blocked. And vitamin C is ridiculously effective. The coolest thing about using vitamin C to even your skin tone is, in addition to being a tyrosinase inhibitor, you get multiple benefits. You get great benefits. Lots of benefits. You get anti-aging benefits. You get sun protection benefits. You get anti-wrinkle benefits. It stimulates the production of connective tissue fibers. Vitamin C topically even upregulates or turns on or stimulates moisture factors. The exact opposite of what happens when you use a standard wax oil moisturizing cream. All right, we're going to take a break and come back, have a few more things to say about the skin, then we'll get your phone call. I want to say a couple more things about vitamin C. Tomorrow we'll on our next Brightside episode, we'll talk about one of the really interesting things about vitamin C is human beings and guinea pigs and a couple of species of ape and the fruit bat are the only animals that don't make vitamin C. Other animals make their own vitamin C. It's not a vitamin. It's an essential chemical. It's a biochemical in the sense that they make it. But here's the really cool thing about vitamin C. The more an animal is under stress, the more vitamin C it makes. Vitamin C is the quintessential anti-stress vitamin. This is why it's so important for pigmentation. Pigmentation is a stress response. Vitamin C is a stress management nutrient. And so by using vitamin C topically as well as internally, you can help support your body's anti-stress system, your stress management system, and get all the benefits associated with stress management, including anti-pigment or anti-hyperpigmentation benefits. Vitamin C is also a moisturizer, a real moisturizer, a true moisturizer in the sense that it upregulates skin moisture factors. It turns on the production of skin moisture factors. Unlike moisturizing creams, which shut them down, vitamin C turns them on. This is why I developed my Truth Treatment products, so you guys could get the benefits of vitamin C. There's different kinds of vitamin C. Sometimes you'll see vitamin C in a skincare product, and these days it's pretty common. The problem is it's the wrong kind. It's the cheap kind. It's the kind that doesn't work. It's the kind that's unstable. It's called ascorbic acid. And if you see it in your skincare product, hopefully you're not paying a lot of money. And if you really, really want ascorbic acid, go to the vitamin store, go on the internet, order ascorbic acid, and make your own darn ascorbic acid cream or ascorbic acid solution. It's so nasty and rude when a skincare company tries to sell you something that costs a penny for $100 and doesn't even work. That's basically what it is, what the situation is with ascorbic acid in a skincare product. So you look for fatty vitamin C. There's different kinds. There's two major kinds, actually. Ascorbyl palmitate. Ascorbyl palmitate is not going to be found in very many products because it's so hard to work with. Many years ago, I figured out how to create a product with high concentration of ascorbyl palmitate. But you're not going to see it in a lot of products, but it's super duper effective. A little bit pricey because it's so hard to work with. And then there's the deluxe fatty vitamin C, and that's the kind I'm using in my Truth Treatment products. That's called ascorbyl tetra, meaning 4, tetra isopalmitate. It has 4 palmitates. Instead of ascorbyl palmitate, you got 4 times the fat, 4 times the fatty molecule. And that makes it ultra effective. And I am talking ultra effective. I've been using it for over 30 years now. On myself. That's how I came up with the Truth Treatment products, by the way. These are products I've been making for myself. When I was working for Blistex, I started off my skincare career, if you will, working for the Blistex Corporation. I was Tony Jones, the guy who invented the stuff. I was his research assistant for 4 years when I was in pharmacy school. And I would make the Blistex. I made so much Blistex. Oh my God. I made pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds, probably half a ton of Blistex in the laboratory over the course of 3.5, 4 years of working. Anyway, I would make the stuff, and 95% of the Blistex wasn't, 98%, 99% of the Blistex wasn't even active. It was the wax and the water and the preservative and the filler. And so when I got a little blemish or got something, my lips were dry, I would go get the active material and I'd put it on straight. I didn't need the wax and the filler and the preservative and the fragrance, and I just needed the active material. So I started using active material on my skin. I forget all that other crapola. And one of the most important and powerful of the active materials that I was using on my skin was vitamin C. And I put a little bit of stuff in there to make it penetrate a little better, transdermal penetration ingredients, maybe a 1% or so of that. A few different things, but mostly active material, and that's all I've been using for 30 years. And then I decided to start selling it. That's what the Truth Treatment products are. Truth Serum, Truth Balm, Truth Night Balm, Omega-6 Healing Cream, and also our retinol gel. I wanted my other company to be that way, but because of business reasons, business people aren't hip to this concept that I have of selling active materials, only active materials, because it's expensive. And business people don't like spending money on their products. It's all about profit margin in business. But I'm a therapist, as a healthcare therapist. My concern was creating good products, and my concern was changing this quality of the skin. Anyway, look for topical. If you're looking for topical vitamin C, look for ascorbyl palmitate, or even better, ascorbyl tetra isopalmitate. And if you want to check out some products made with those ingredients, go to truthtreatments.com. Truthtreatments.com. All right, on our next episode, we'll talk about the stress aspect, or the anti-stress aspect of vitamin C. And then we'll talk about a couple other really cool anti-hyperpigmentation ingredients and anti-hyperpigmentation strategies, including skin peels, chemical exfoliation. This is another very important strategy, not just for keeping your skin pigment even, but also for accelerating and enhancing the production of anti-wrinkle fibers and of moisture factors. So using skin peels or using skin peeling agents, exfoliating agents will allow you to address all 3 points, all three points that we're looking for when it comes to healthy skin: pigmentation, thickness of the skin, as well as the softness and the moisturization of the skin. We'll do all that in the coming days as we continue talking skin health, hyperpigmentation, and more on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. Nancy in Tennessee, welcome. What's up?
Hi. My daughter is pregnant, and this may go along with some of what you're talking about. She's
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. She's 2 weeks away.
Okay.
But she's got a little swelling in her feet, but she's also got some pigmentation on her skin, brown patches.
Now you know what it's caused by. If you've been listening, have you been listening the last couple of days, week or so?
Yeah.
Now you know, right?
Well, so, I'm thinking vitamin C, and I actually haven't been listening for a while. But
where you been, Nancy?
I know. Well, we don't get you here live.
Oh, no. They took us off? Did they take us off the air?
I have to go to archives.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the deal. You want some help with the skin, or you want some help with the feet, or what with the baby?
Both.
Okay. Well, I hope she's taking iodine, by the way.
Well, that was another one of my questions. None of us have iodized salt. We're all taking, good, healthy salt. But are we getting enough iodine?
No, you're not, probably. I was just funny you should mention this. Just today, I just read this article here. I'm trying to find it as I'm talking to you. This is from Acta Obstetrica et Gynecologica Scandinavica. That's the Journal of the Nordic Federation of Societies of Obstetrics and Gynecology. And apparently, Swedish women anyway, probably here as well, are not getting enough iodine. And according to this article anyway, proper iodine nutrition is necessary for neurological development of the fetus. It's also very important for mom, too, especially for the breasts and for the reproductive glands. So iodine is extremely, extremely important, not just for thyroid hormone, that's what everybody thinks of, but it's important for all of the glands of the body, and it's important for the development of the baby's brain and neurology. So no, you're not going to get, in my opinion, you're not going to get enough from iodized salt. I shouldn't say that. You may get enough from iodized salt, but why take a chance? Go get yourself some Lugol's, or go get that nascent iodine from that Alex Jones talks about all the time, Dr. Group made up. Whatever it is, there's lots of ways to get iodine. Iodoral, I use iodoral. There's a lot of different forms of iodine. Seafood is also a good source of iodine. And seafood will also give mom omega-3 fatty acids, and that's the second important nutrient. So seafood's perfect in the sense that you're getting the two most important nutrients for building a baby, omega-3 fats and iodine. Hang tight, Nancy. I got to take a break. Can you stick with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thanks for calling. All right. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side. Got lines open at 844-236-6010. We'll take a break and come back with more good health information right after this. On the bright side, from the American Academy of Dermatology, psoriasis patients at higher risk for arrhythmia. If you have psoriasis, you're at high risk for heart disease. Why? Because it's all the same thing. Arrhythmia is a sign of a body, or specifically a heart, in distress. Psoriasis is a sign of skin in distress. There's only one thing that goes wrong in the body, and that is burden and distress. So if you got psoriasis, you're at higher risk for arrhythmias, and probably lots of other things as well, too. All right, Nancy in Tennessee. We're talking about your daughter. Congratulations. First grandbaby, Nancy?
Well, no, she has grandbaby Ben, who's been having some skin issues. I've talked with you before about.
Okay. I vaguely remember, actually, now that you mention it.
Right.
All right, let's talk about this new, your new arrival. You said 2 weeks away?
2 weeks, yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, so first of all, you want to can she walk up and down stairs or anything like that, move her body around? You really want to get that circulation going. I don't like the idea that the fluid is starting to leak out and her feet are swelling. That's a circulatory issue, and it's not good for your mom, or it's not good for the baby either. So you really want to get that circulation moving. Anything you could do to improve circulation, even just walking fast, not just walking, but walking fast, or even just walking if that's all she can do. So that's first of all, you want to improve the movement of fluid through the circulatory system. Then the second thing you were talking about, we're talking about supplements for the baby, iodine and omega-3 fatty acids. You get those from fish, or you can get them from the Healthy Start Pack. If you want to throw in a little extra iodine, go get some iodoral. And omega-3s, you'll get those in the Ultimate EFAs that are part of the Healthy Start Pack. Fish is a good source of omega-3s. Flax seeds can also be helpful as a good source of omega-3s, and also chia seeds. Have you heard of those? Chia seeds?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You ever make chia pudding?
Yes, I love it.
I love it too. It's awesome. Do you ever use coconut milk with it? Have you done that?
I
coconut water?
Use almond milk, but I have not used coconut water.
Try some coconut water, or almond milk is good too. You can mix them up. Now they have cashew milk, I've seen in health food stores. It's made with straight cashew. But anyway, cashew milk, almond milk, coconut water with chia seeds is super delicious and also a good source of omega-3s for mom and for the baby, and also a good source of fiber because chances are your daughter's constipated, because that also sometimes goes along with circulatory issues in pregnancy. So that'll help keep things moving. And then as far as the pigment, you were saying she's hyperpigmenting? Got some dark spots?
Parts of her cheeks, yeah.
Okay. Well, I would encourage you not to use the drugs. If she goes to the doctor, chances are she'll get hydroquinone or some kind of drugs. And chances are, it doesn't mean that if she puts the hydroquinone on top of the skin that it's guaranteed going to get inside the blood, but you don't need to take a chance. Go get her some topical vitamin C and topical retinol. In fact, topical retinol and both topical retinol and topical vitamin C will do a couple things for her. Number one, it'll take care of the pigment. And take care of the pigment in a nutritional fashion, not in a toxic fashion. But number two, if she doesn't have stretch marks yet and she uses her retinol and vitamin C on her belly, she will prevent the formation of stretch marks. So you get a double benefit there. And then, of course, vitamin C and retinol are anti-aging, so they'll help build up collagen and elastin and connective tissue, etc. So go with vitamin C and retinol topically. If you want to check out my products, go to truthtreatments.com, and I would take a look at the retinol gel. That's what I would be doing if I were you. It's made with 5% retinol and 25% of the premium vitamin C. And then you know what else? When she's done, when she has her baby, treat her to a chemical exfoliation at a nice salon that you have somewhere in Chattanooga. Make sure you're using glycolic or lactic acid, and make sure the esthetician, whoever's doing the chemical exfoliation, is using probably something like a 20% or a 30% solution with a pH of down around in threes. You can ask the esthetician; they'll be able to tell you. But you really want to you want to be somewhat aggressive after the pregnancy. That's what I would do.
Okay, is there any place to get topical retinol without having a prescription?
Truthtreatments.com. You asked the perfect question.
For the raw ingredients.
What's that?
But not the raw ingredient, too.
Oh, straight retinol? Well, it's about as close to straight retinol as you're going to find, except I did put vitamin C in there, and then I put a little transdermal penetrating ingredient to help improve the penetration. But it's pretty darn close. You can't get... I'll tell you what the problem with retinol, a couple of problems. First of all, it's incredibly strong. So the most you're ever going to find in a product is 0.1% to 1%. Maybe if you go to a doctor's, you'll get 2%. But I put 5% in mine because you really need to have a lot. The problem is when you start going over 1 or 2%, you go into irritation, which is why you got to be a master formulator, or at least an experienced formulator like myself, in order to figure out how to get that high concentration without causing irritation. And that's what our retinol gel, that's exactly what our retinol gel is. It's a high concentration of retinol without the irritation. Then the vitamin C is also helpful. So that helps mitigate some of the irritation. The second problem with retinol, why you don't see it by itself, is because it's very unstable. It breaks down really quickly. So again, in order to use a high enough concentration of product, you've got to really be a really good formulator. And I've been doing it for a long time, and that's how I came up with the 5% gel. So I would recommend that that's what you use. If you want to go over the counter or not to use my products, then you're going to be pretty much stuck with a 0.5% or 0.1% or 1% or maybe 2%. And then you're going to get preservatives, and you're going to get the waxes and the oils and the emulsifiers and the surfactants and all the stuff that you don't need on your skin. So I would recommend the retinol gel. But whatever you decide to do, retinol, vitamin C, skin peel using alpha hydroxy acids, glycolic or lactic acid. Does that help? You want one more thing? Here's one more thing for you, all right? This is really important, and I'll be talking about this next week. Pantothenic acid, vitamin B5. Your daughter's probably a little bit oily too, no?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so that usually goes hand in hand with pigmentation and bodily stress. Oil, like pigmentation, oils skin sebum when it's produced in excess is a sign of sugar changes or dysfunction in the sugar processing system, and also stress and bodily stress, physiologic stress. And obviously pregnancy is a physiologic stress. And then also pregnant women oftentimes have problems with their blood sugar. So consequently, oily skin and pregnancy and hyperpigmentation all go hand in hand. And pantothenic acid, vitamin B5, is the go-to nutritional supplement for skin oil and also for hormones, for estrogen and for progesterone. Vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, plays a very important role in how the body processes fats and how fats are turned into fatty hormones. So for anybody dealing with estrogen problems, progesterone problems, menopause issues, pregnancy, adrenal health issues, hot flashes, acne, all of these things are really, vitamin B5 can be really, really helpful. You do need to take high doses of it to get the therapeutic benefits of vitamin B5. Pretty much all foods have a little vitamin B5 in them. In fact, the word pantothenic acid means everywhere. Pan is Greek or Latin maybe for everywhere, and so named because it's found everywhere, but not in high enough concentrations. You have to take it. You have to take it as a supplement in gram amounts, 3, 4, 5 grams a day. When I was a teenager, actually when I was in my 20s, I started taking vitamin B5 for my acne, for my oily skin, and it was a miracle. But I did have to take almost 6 grams every day, along with the entire B complex to notice benefits. So maybe start her off on a gram or so of vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, with her Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You always want to take your B complex together, and then work her up to maybe 2 or 3 grams. Does that help?
Very good.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you and your daughter as well. Okay. Well, we've got about a minute here. Now everybody's calling. I don't know if I could get to any calls. I'm going to read a couple of these stories that I got here. I also want to read some letters. I'm not going to get a chance to do that today, but we'll probably do it next week. I've been getting tons of emails from our appearances on Coast to Coast, and I want to get to some of them on the air because some of them are really interesting. But this is an interesting article that came out in the September issue of Gastroenterology. Many with non-celiac wheat sensitivity have or will get autoimmune diseases. How do you like that? First of all, a couple things come to mind when I read this. You can have a wheat sensitivity that doesn't involve gluten. Yes, that's why gluten-free is so silly. You can't just be gluten-free and expect to have pristine health if you have a wheat sensitivity. Wheat and all grains are very problematic, aside from the fact that they're gluten. So if you're gone gluten-free and you still have a problem, it doesn't mean that you only have an issue with gluten. You probably have an issue with wheat in general. Second thing that comes to mind is the link between autoimmunity and wheat sensitivity, between autoimmunity and the digestive system. I am telling you, there's 50 million Americans with autoimmune diseases. They are digestive conditions. And to try to treat an autoimmune disease with a drug, with an anti-inflammatory, this is how they do it, is absurd. It's idiotic. It's crazy. It only benefits drug companies that are selling us these things. It doesn't benefit humanity. In any case, guess what the most important autoimmune disease that's associated with wheat sensitivity is? Hashimoto's thyroiditis, hypothyroidism. Where have you heard that before? Here on The Bright Side. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Apologize if we left you on hold. That's what I'm always saying. You got to call early on the program. If you're interested in joining the Brightside Ben team, love to have you on my team. Please call the phone team at 866-735-2470 or head to brightsideben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, or pharmacistben.com, and you can sign up or order longevity products right off the website. And don't forget to check out truthtreatments.com for my skin health products and also Brightside health products for our enzyme products and also for the Bergamax. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a wonderful, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Do you owe the IRS money? Do you have years of unfiled returns? Has the IRS garnished your wages or put a lien against your house? The IRS has the power to make you pay back what they claim you owe and will stop at nothing to collect. If you are losing sleep over your IRS tax problem, there is a solution. Call Signature Tax now. Speak with our professionals and feel the weight of your tax burden lifted from your shoulders. Call 800-643-4661 for your free and confidential analysis on ending your tax nightmare. We can help get your life back on track and give you the fresh start you deserve. Our A-plus BBB rated tax resolution team has over 125 years of combined experience to get you the best deal possible while stopping the IRS dead in their tracks. Call Signature Tax now at 800-643-4661. Call 800-643-4661. Again, that's 800-643-4661. 800-643-4661.
Extend your life with Extendovite. Why do over 50% of North Americans suffer from some form of chronic ailment? Could it be due to a toxic overload? It's time to take back your life. Get the lead out as well as the cadmium, mercury, and calcium. Extendovite is a garlic cayenne supplement with 5 other herbs that acts like a natural Drano, cleaning out the stored toxins, restoring your energy and youthfulness that we've lost. If you would like to live your life free of sickness, pain, or fear, then Extendivite is for you. Available in either capsules or liquid, you too can see why Extendivite is the #1 heart drop available. To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
We, the people, grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
My name is Josh. One World Way is the best in the market, hands down. I'm in the U.S. Navy, and I live a very active lifestyle. Being a vegetarian, it's hard getting all the protein I need. I tried the vegan protein powders, and I just wasn't feeling any change. The Meathead supplement store whey protein kind of worked for a bit, but it left me feeling bloated, and my digestion seemed to slow down. By some divine stroke of luck, I heard a commercial of One World Way on the radio, and it struck my interest. I have to tell you, I am so glad I got it. I have been taking it for a week, and the results are amazing. I don't feel tired when I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. I look and feel better. I recover faster from my 2 workouts a day. When I don't have time to eat good food, I take it, and I don't feel the urge to stuff my face for hours.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldway.com. That's oneworldwhey.com.
There are hundreds of silver products on the market today, but there's nothing like the astonishing health benefits of the multi-patented One Silver Solution. Boost your immune system at a great price with our Silver Solution Liquid, starting at $12.95 a bottle. Now available in regular and extra strength. That's half the price of the leading competitors. Call 844-USILVER for your free catalog, or go to onesilversolution.com. onesilversolution.com. There is only one Silver Solution.
Are you excited about the World Wide Web? Do you want a place where you can share your ideas and express yourself? Well, dial up your modems and stream on down to the GCN Live Community Forum. Lots of radical features await you there.
Wow, Internet guy, I am so glad I went to the GCN Live Community Forum.
You too can discover why the World Wide Web is awesome. Just go to gcnlive.com/forum. That's gcnlive.com/forum. I'll see you in cyberspace. Friend at GCN Live on Diaspora and Cross.tv.
Hi, my name is DeRay, suffering from migraines, having Botox injections in my head and neck to alleviate pain, costing $1,500 out of my pocket. I discovered Dr. Ortman and Gentle Touch chiropractic adjustment called Nuka. I'm migraine-free since my first adjustment. Thanks for giving me my life back, Dr. Ortman. I wish they prescribed you instead of Botox.
Thanks, DeRay. Putting the bones back in place is only half of the solution. We design a nutritional supplement program the body can handle, actually absorb, providing nutrients, targeting the problem area. Between Nuka and nutrition, we will have you on the road to a faster and more permanent recovery. Look us up on the web at drortman.com or call 952-303-9124. Let us help you feel better faster. Wellspring Spinal Care at 952-303-9124. Again, that's 952-303-9124. Or on the web at drortman.com.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.